North Korea blew up its joint liaison office with the South near a border town. This North and South Korea border is one of the most militarized zones on this planet, and this blast actually happened just hours after the North threatened of military action against the South. So, why did North Korea threaten South Korea? Tensions between the two countries have been rising for some time over because of the cross-border leaflets which are usually sent through balloons. These leaflets had printed material against the Kim Jong-un regime in the north, and these were mostly sent by people who fled North Korea to South Korea. First of all, North Korea has this zero tolerance policy when it comes to anti-regime propaganda, and the South Koreans also promised to prevent such leaflets from being sent as a part of the inter-Korean agreement that happened in 2018 between South Korean President Moon Jae-in and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Despite the measures taken by both the countries, such anti-regime propaganda was sent over the border from south to the north, and eventually North Korea lost its patience, and last week North Korea cut all communications with South Korea, including the hotline between the two nations' leaders. Over the weekend, Kim Yo-jong, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, said that she ordered the army to prepare to take steps against South Korea for this action, and the military also said that it was ready. It is difficult to understand the power mechanisms in North Korea, and so we cannot exactly say how much power this Kim Yo-jong holds, but we know that she has enough power to take military decisions for the country. And this place that was bombed was a military tower, and it was set up in 2018 for both countries to communicate. Kim Yo-jong threatened to demolish this particular office in a statement last week, and this site is in the North Korea's territory, and this liaison office has been empty since January because of COVID-19 restrictions. It is highly unlikely that a country would react this much for some propaganda issue. It also seems like there is something much more bigger associated to it. If we observe more carefully the cutting of communication between North and South Korea and delivering of military threats, all this looks like pre-planned and executed. Also, we should note that North and South Koreans are still at war. That is, technically they are still at war because no peace agreement was reached when the Korean War actually ended in 1953. So the North Koreans could be building some sort of crisis or some sort of situation to punish the South, and then perhaps use that tension as a leverage in the future talks. For more such updates, stay connected with us. This is Nisha PS.